Everybody wants to build a big Lego MOC. So let's do that. Now, as always, I've broken this video down to give it a little bit of structure. First, we're going to start off with the obvious things that you need to have to create a big Lego MOC. Those are money and bricks. Now, I know those seem obvious, but that's why they're in the obvious list. Lego is expensive, but you need Lego to build a big Lego MOC. So that's if you don't have those, you really can't go anywhere from there. It sucks, but that's the truth. But there are more important things to that. Once you have those two things, you need to make sure that you've got the motivation and the genuine interest in building whatever you're going to build. You know, I don't build the Tower of Terror because someone asked me to. I build it because that's what I'm interested in building. And if you don't have that interest, then it's not going to be fun. It's going to feel like a drag. And going along with the motivation and the genuine interest, you really also need meaning in what you're building. I build the Disney stuff because I love Disney and I love Lego, so it works perfectly together. Maybe you like DC Comics, so you're going to build a lot of DC stuff, or Star Wars, so you're going to build a lot of Star Wars MOCs. Each person has their own individual interests, and they build to what their interests are. And if you don't build to your interests, then again, it's just going to be a drag. Another big thing when you're building a big Lego project that's overlooked all the time is you're going to need time. You know, you're not gonna get the parts and you're not gonna build it in one day. The Tower of Terror, I'm coming up on a year that I've been working on it. Now, of course, when you look at my city, you're gonna think that when I'm talking about MOCs, I'm talking about buildings. But buildings aren't just the only MOCs you can make. Like, for example, here I've got a big train station and Spaceship Earth. Now, it's crucially important to ask yourself this question. Do you really, really want to build a big Lego MOC? You have to build the big Lego MOC because you want to build it. I didn't build the Tower of Terror because I wanted to build a big Lego MOC. I built the Tower of Terror that size because that's what I felt would be appropriate to get the correct amount of details in. If I think I could have built it smaller, I probably would have. But then again, I also wanted it somewhat close to the same scale as the Disney castle. So what I'm trying to say is there is a lot of fun in smaller Lego projects. You can have 10 smaller Lego projects that are really cool, or one really big one that's alright. You know what I mean? Like, I've got the gas station that I'm in love with. It's got a lot of details that went together in a day, and I spent $0 on it. So just because you want to build something out of Lego, it doesn't have to be big. It can be small and it can have a lot of details. The thing about big projects is oftentimes you have to cut back on the details because, again, you go back to the money and the bricks issue. If you want a highly detailed, large Lego MOC, it's going to be a lot of money. And it's going to take a lot of time as well. With the Tower of Terror, because it's so big, I couldn't put as many details as I want in it. And my plan is to go back to it in the future, in the coming years after it's done, and redo sections of it at a time to progressively add more details to it. So it will technically never be done. I mean, just look at DPM Tower and the Mars Tower. They're extraordinarily simple buildings because they're big. So you can have big and simple, or small and really detailed. Or if you really want to spend a lot of money and have a lot of bricks in your collection, then you can go big and detailed. So in conclusion, you do need money and you do need bricks. Once you have those, you need motivation, you need genuine interest and meaning to what you're going to be building, and of course, you need time. I know this wasn't a literally how-to video, but I hope it gave you some idea and guided you in building your next Lego MOC. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and I will see you next weekend. Bye.